side to side. Right now, I like to start up top. I'm gonna get the legs moving, yes, to get the blood flowing. But I'm gonna start up top because a lot of what we do is this forward posture, forward motions, computers or whatever. I know that's how you look on a computer, right? So right now I'm gonna go ahead and open up, shoulders back and down. I'm gonna push my shoulders back and down. Nice deep breathing. Good, so I'm doing really dramatic shoulder rolls back and down, opening up my posture. Nice breathing, loosening up around the neckline. A little bit more opening up for my chest too as I pull back. Good job. So now I'm gonna keep good posture, neck's on, straight, not forward neck. And I'm gonna do this big dramatic reach up. Now it's a reach up and not in front. So I'm gonna just show you side view what I don't mean. I don't mean we're at an angle. I mean we are straight up. And that way it's going to stretch out your back, okay? So you wanna get that back stretched, those shoulders moving, the legs are moving, and yes, you are on mute, so feel free to turn on some music, enjoy yourself during this time. Good job. Okay, I'm taking it to a single arm over, and again, it's not in front of the body, no, it's up and over. And that's important because I can feel the stretch from my shoulder, rib cage, all the way down to the hip. And you could take this one slower so you could really get that stretch, really get that stretch, or you could move it more as a warm up and go for that stretch and quickly switch it up. It's kind of up to you. There you go. Good breathing. And again, I do this like annoying breath and it's just a habit for me now, but it's to remind you to breathe. So sometimes I go and it's just me doing a loud breath out to remind you that yes, you are thinking, and sometimes it's hard when you're concentrating, but you have to maintain breathing, okay? So keep that going. Awesome. Okay, so tight to the core. We lift up hip flexors. You have options. You can take it to one leg up and give it a hug. You can just kind of switch on and off and move a little more fluidly. Okay, good. Keep that going. Tight through the abs. Good breathing. So I say tight through the abs, and yes, it's a good idea just to kind of keep your abs a bit tight during a workout, but in this one, there has a purpose. When we tighten up here, it's gonna tighten up in our back. And because we're lifting up our knees so high, there's probably a bit of a lean back, and we wanna protect our back by keeping this area tight, okay? So continue to breathe. Awesome. The chest stays up, the feet are hip width apart. I'm into a squat. And good. So here we are in our squat. And I am starting off mellow in this squat. I'm not getting down to like that 90-degree knee. My focus is almost on the stretch element of the squat. As I dip down, I feel that stretch to the back and the glute. And then the looser my back becomes, I'm gonna get a little lower. Maybe now I can hit that 90-degree knee. Good, and the legs are warming up. Good breathing. We keep that going. In 3, 2. Now we gotta get moving. It is either a modified jack or a regular jack. It's up to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I keep the step wide. I do a kickback, and then I want to get my arms involved. Make sure my shoulders are back and down, my neck is long, and I go to a row back. Now these movements are very intentional. I know they look goofy together, but they're intentional. So what's happening up top is as I pull back, stretch that chest, warm up that upper back as the shoulder blades glide in. With the legs, quad stretch, that's the front of the thigh, as the hamstring begins to warm up. Good, keep that going. Good breathing. Okay, if you're able to twist and not get dizzy, go ahead and do so. If not, just look forward. We're gonna rotate. We're kind of acting like we wanna wring out that midsection. I'm gonna reach across. I'm gonna leave the opposite side hip. And I want to get that big stretch from shoulder down to hip as I rotate. I'm waking up that core, stretching out. And I even feel the stretch to the back of the arm. Continue to breathe. Good. Okay, so now I want to tighten up in my abs again, protect that back, and we go to a kick out. These kicks are not glorious kicks. They're not knockout kicks. These are stretch outs. So for me, it's going to start below the hip, and I'm just going to start extending my legs out. Maybe I'll reach hip height. The looser I get, core stays tight. We extend, so we get that hamstring extension, okay? Good. Moving the hip flexors, moving the hamstring. Good breathing. We do an interactive stretch while warming up. All these movements are meant to stretch your body and warm up your body at the same time. Cool. Oh goodness, I forgot. No, we did do squats, right? Yeah, so now we're on squat toes. Keep the chest up. I'm gonna go ahead and go down, and I'm popping on toe this time. So squat and then lift to toe. And lift to toe. Good. I understand sometimes a toe lift can require a little bit of balance. Maybe you want to hold on to a back of a chair or countertop, whatever you got, that's fine. If you could start to move out onto the toe, that's great, because we're kind of waking up that ankle. We're getting that extension, yes, warming up that ankle, strengthening the calf. Good job. And in 5, good breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to modified or regular jumping jack. Let's go. Get the heart rate up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to move to hip flexors. I like this one because it's a range of motion. So guys, we found this crazy show on Netflix, and you've probably already seen it. It's called, is it Home Game? I think it's Home Game. And it's about different parts in the world and how they have these exotic games that they've developed. There's one, and I just really recommend the first one of it. Venice has this crazy game. It's a little bit of rugby, it's a little bit of soccer, it's a little bit of MMA, and it is bonkers. But anyways, that was very entertaining when there's no content on TV. So I do recommend that. Okay, I'm gonna switch direction on my circle. The reason that made me think of it is because they were doing stretches like this at the beginning. I can't even say the name of the game because it's a word that's very Italian and I'm not gonna try. But they're trying to like throw a ball, but they allow each other to punch each other out, like knock each other out, so they can't get across. And it's beyond hockey. Okay, one more. Good, so I'm gonna do tight core and I'm going swing kicks. So with my swing kicks, I'm swinging it side to side. Maybe you start a little bit lower. I just kind of went for it because I'm already kind of loose because I was practicing for some of the moves we're gonna do beforehand. But if you are still kind of warming up today, your kicks will start lower, yes, and then they're gonna get higher. So I got a few new moves for you guys today, and that's why I was practicing them beforehand. If you have a band, it's gonna make them really awesome. If you don't, they're still gonna be awesome. Just not quite as difficult. And cool. So I'm gonna go hands on the hips, and I am drawing circles. Loosen up that low back. Draw big circles with your hips. If you feel like, wow, that's a good stretch, just hang out there. Keep your stretch if you need it. Continue to breathe. Switch directions. Awesome. Okay, so right now, I'm gonna do a couple stagnant stretches. So the ones I'm gonna choose is right here, supportive leg has a bend, straight leg, never wanna put the hands down because I don't wanna invert the knee. Pop that toe, hands can go on supportive leg, reach down for the ground, whatever is most comfortable, and we breathe, get that stretch. I feel in the back of my leg, my calf, my hamstring. Continue to breathe. Slowly up, switch the legs up, reach on down. Excellent job. Slowly up. I'm gonna go ahead and go for a hip flexor. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put my hand there just so you see, you don't have to put your hand there. I'm taking a big step forward. I'm gonna try and keep my heel on the ground. Now this front knee pushes forward. I drive my back hip flexor forward and I almost wanna push it forward. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of lean back if you're okay with that. The hand of the leg that's back, I wanna lift up if you can. I know it's a lot going on, if you can. If you need the hands out for balance, by all means, use it for balance. Good breathing. Get that stretch, hip flexor up, and release. We're switching up the legs. We take a big step out. I'm gonna push that knee forward, drive that hip flexor forward. I'm gonna try and keep my heel on the ground. My arm comes up, I stretch out my back hip flexor. The arm coming up is gonna continue to stretch up through the abdomen. It's an option. Continue to breathe. And you are great. Some of you guys have bounced in the class a little bit later during the warm-up. So just one more announcement, things we are using today. If you have a band at home, I have a fabric band. These are the loop bands. I have these traditional looking bands. I'm gonna use these for my upper body, but if you only have these ones, use them for both. You're gonna want a little bit heavier for your legs and a little bit lighter for the arms. I'm gonna use my fabric band to begin. But if you don't have bands or you prefer not to use them, that's fine. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step into my band. You wanna make sure you're not gonna trip, step into your band. And I'm gonna leave it like mid-calf, okay? So I'm just gonna like leave it right there, mid-calf. And I'm gonna step out. Okay, so now, because I have it at mid-calf below my knee, I need to be careful of my knee. Just watch this really quick. I don't want my knees knocking in. You guys need to be careful. You need to push your knees wide. They need to be over your heels at all time. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a weird little scoot to the side so I have about 3 steps. I'm gonna go out for 3 steps and then I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna tap out for 3. So here I am, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. And again, you could do this without a band. Just make sure you make it fabulous with getting really low and tapping really far. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tap it. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Tap it. 3, 2, 1. Back in. 3, 2, 1. Tap it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back for 3, 2, 1. Tapping. 3, 2, 1. You're fine where you are. I'm going to center myself. I'm going to pull the band above the knee. Okay, so now it's above the knee. Okay, it's above the knee a couple inches. I want to make sure it's not looping. And what I'm going to do here is keep that chest up, feet about hip width apart. And I chose a light band today, so my legs are a little bit wider just so I feel the tension. But if you have a heavy band, that hip width apart is fine. I'm going to go deep squat, coming up and lift. Now, one thing just to note, when I lift, it's not a pendulum swing, meaning I'm not bending and tipping, okay? So let's try that again. So it's deep squat, kick it. Deep squat, keep your torso with the stability leg. Awesome. So we're gonna do 12 of these. Okay, ready? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost, 2, come on, and 1. Fabulous. Okay, so now I'm actually going to add in dumbbells. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells. You don't have to use them. I grab my dumbbells and I'm going to do a deadlift. Now, if a deadlift is hard enough for you, no band. Take off the band. Just focus on your own body. I'm going to show the move and then I'm going to show modifications. So you can kind of decide what you want to do. I'm going to plant right leg and and then I'm going to tip down. As I tip down, the back leg kicks up, engaging the glute. After I do 6, I'm going to start to add in a little kick in the air for 3. Okay? So now modifications for this one are traditional deadlift with both feet down, or scratch the band, go single leg or double leg deadlift. Okay? So let's go ahead and get ready. I'm going to show you guys side view. You're fine where you're at. Go ahead and plant your right leg. I want the body weight to be more back through the heel. Please do not grip in the toe. Do not have your toes curl under. Okay, here we go. Reach down. You have 6 of these. 6. Good. 5. 4. Lots of balance. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, I'm going to tip down and I'm going to pulse. So get ready. Let's go ahead and tip down. Hold. If you can, maybe just a hold, but if you can, lift that leg, squeeze that glute. 3, 2, 1. Back up all the way neutral. Give your back a break. Ready? Again. Tip it down. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. 4 more. Tip it down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. We have 2 more of these. 2 more of these. Feel that leg. Feel the glutes. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. And 3, 2, 1. You are doing great. Okay, for sake of time, I'm going to get the other leg right after this next series. So I'm going to just set my dumbbells off to the side. And I'm going back to moving side to side. So it's up to you. Do you want to put your band down, maybe above your ankle, or are you fine with it around your thigh? That's an option, okay? Make sure the knees do not knock. Chest stays up, back is straight. We move now for 3, 2, 1. Now kick out. 3, 2, 1. Move it back for 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. It's getting hard. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back for 3, 2, 1. Kicking. 3. Good. 2 and 1. Fabulous. I'm going to pull it up again. You can try it if you like it better around your calf. You can try it there. And bring it up above my knee a few inches. And from here, I'm going to attempt to do, like I did before, squat to leg lifts, but I'm going to add in a jump. If you don't like jumps, do the one we did in the last round, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go squat, jump, hold low, kick it. Squat, jump, hold low, kick it. Ready? Let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So I'm keeping that low squat, extending that leg. Keep it going. Good breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, wait, sorry, get to this leg. That's a 2. I'm getting anxious. And I have 1 more each side. And 1. Great. Okay, I'm going to go back to grabbing my dumbbells. And I'm moving on to my left leg. Okay. So now I'm going to plant my left leg. And I'm going to reach on down. Just to review, you can modify by doing a deadlift with both arms, both feet down, or you could scratch the band. Okay, so let's go ahead. Left leg forward, reaching down, Body weight through the heel, connect it, and back up all the way neutral, give that back a break. We have 6 of these, ready? 6, 5, I'm trying not to bend in my back, tip of the hip only. 4, good breathing. Again, neutral spine at the top. 3, kicking that back leg up, feel that glute, feel that hamstring. 2, and 1. Now this is an if. If you can, we're gonna hold. Maybe you hold for 3 seconds, maybe you kick for 3 seconds. If it's not up, if you don't like it, just go continue doing the same one you were doing. Get ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. That's 6. 3, 2, 1. 5. 3, 2, 1. 4. 3, 2, 1. 3. 3, 2, 1. 2. And 3, 2, 1. That's 1. Awesome job. We get a break. Go ahead and grab yourself a drink of water, stretch if you need to. Come back with the bands you want to use for upper body. And if you don't want to use bands, dumbbells. Dumbbells for upper body. I'm switching to a more traditional band for the upper body. If all you have are fabric ones, that's fine. You're just gonna get more of a workout. You can even switch to doing dumbbells if you feel like it's too heavy, okay? So I have all these bands. You may have different bands than me. So I'm gonna use right now, which may seem, I know, not usually like me. I'm gonna use light for the first one, but maybe try medium with the band you have and then go light. I just have done this a few times and I know I'm okay with light, I feel it. So I'm gonna go below my wrist like an inch or 2. So just like an inch is fine. I'm gonna set my hands up. So my hands up, I don't want the shoulders going up. I wanna keep the shoulders down, the neck long, just the hands go up. Now we're simulating a lat pull down bar. So I'm gonna pretend I have that bar and I'm gonna pull those elbows very wide to my side, elbows and back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, hit the top of your chest. Get ready? Let's go. For how wide I want to bring the band, I completely fill it with light. If you don't feel it, go to medium, okay? Good job, breathe. Good breathing. If you do not have a band today, you're gonna use dumbbells. Have dumbbells up, pull them down. Pretend that it's weighted coming down instead of pushing up against gravity, okay? Good. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna drop my arms down. I'm gonna roll my shoulders back in 3, 2, and 1. The arms are going back up, okay? And again, they're a little bit at a diagonal in front of my body. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull one arm down. Good, and in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna drop it and I stretch in 3, 2, 1. I have my arms up and I'm gonna go for a pulse out. So I'm gonna pop elbows back, hit chest, up a few inches, back down. So get ready, pop it, pull, pull, pull. Pull it down, elbows back, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Great job, great job. Okay, so I'm gonna just make the next one a little bit easier just so you have the arms a break. It is easier, but I'm gonna go to a heavier band just because it's moving less. So when you go wider, obviously, you can use that. So I'm gonna use my heavy band for this one. I'll use medium. I'll use my medium band. So I'm just gonna kind of show you some ideas. So this is like if you were traveling, what you can do with a band for your tricep. If you would rather use your dumbbells, you're gonna take a step forward, lean forward, elbow up, push back, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and move into a row to a tricep extension. So knees soft, abs tight. I do wanna show you what you can do with the bands though. So I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna cross my arm, cross my shoulder, and just rest it on my shoulder. Then I'm gonna put the band in between my index and thumb in that L shape. I'm gonna hold it right here, and I'm gonna push down. And because it is moving very little bit, I can go pretty heavy on this down. So I'm gonna use my heavy. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and push down. So again, I'm just kind of showing you ideas. This one's not my most favorite one for doing tricep, but if you were traveling and all you had was a band loop, I just wanna show you what you can do for your tricep. So we're gonna do 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. And 1, I'm gonna hold the band, switching arms, I cross it to the other arm, I put it in between the index and the thumb, and I'm gonna push down. And again, I wanna keep my wrist straight. I don't wanna have a bend in the wrist. I'm just gonna push down. So we'll just do this one for 12 more, in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more, and 1. Great. I'm gonna go back to my light band because I know what's coming up. You can stay medium, you can stay heavy. We're going back to working back and shoulders. So I'm gonna go below my wrist an inch or two, whatever feels comfortable. For me, it's just like right below the wrist, like an inch. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of tension, my arms open wide, and I'm gonna pretend I'm at like a row machine. So knees are bent, core is tight, elbows come back, and I hit the top of my chest. Okay, see how my elbows are wide? My elbows are not dropping. I don't have my hands in. My fists are right in front of my elbows. There we go, that's the way to say it. And we pull, ready? Pull, pull. And I am completely fine with light on this one, I feel it. But if you wanna go heavier, feel free. We go 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7, you can use dumbbells, 6, 5, if you were using dumbbells, though, you'd wanna tip the hip and maybe row up instead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake it out. Really quick, if you are using dumbbells, go ahead and give me a look. You're gonna go ahead and have your legs forward in a lunge, or maybe both legs bent, and you're gonna be rowing up like so for this one, okay? So we're going back to hands out in front, and I'm gonna go one arm pulling back, one arm pulling back. Try to keep that elbow the height of the shoulder. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, so we got through that one. I'm gonna go ahead and move to doing my dumbbells on the next one. So if you dumbbells nearby, just quick switch. Excellent. I have dumbbells in hand. I'm gonna do just like a little bicep medley. My knees are bent. I say medley when I'm gonna combine a bunch of them together. And that's because a lot of us are working with lighter dumbbells than what our bicep can do. So I need to give you guys a little bit of challenge, okay? So I'm starting off, as you can see, I'm not putting my elbow into my body. Have it off to the side. My arm goes straight down. I come back in. Now, this is where when we're using light weights, you really want to do mind to muscle. So when I get to probably like that halfway mark all the way up, I'm really trying to squeeze and flex that bicep muscle. So ready? Flex, draw it in. Good, give me a few more of those. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna hold it halfway. Hold it halfway. We do not rest it on our body. One other thing I want to mention is there's no bend in the wrist and you're not gripping for dear life, okay? If you grip too hard, it's gonna cause some pain in the wrist. So you just kind of want to make sure the hands can like open, close, and not gripping too hard. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead without moving the wrist, and I'll say it again, don't move your wrist. Drop your elbow, lift. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Just a couple inches. Just right there where we start to feel it. Just a couple inches, dropping, lifting, keep it going. Good. Up, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees soft, abs tight, push out, in, full extension, out, in, good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to hold them 90 degrees right here, and I am going to push them out long and then pull them at my side. So again, I'm going to push out from here and circle it back. I go out and to the side, I press out, and I come back in front. Continue to breathe. Good job, feeling that bicep, feeling those shoulders. Excellent job. In 5, 4, 3, good breathing, 2, and 1. I just gotta bring it back. And great. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my light band. If you don't have a band today, that's fine. Use your dumbbells, open up like so. We have dumbbells in hand. I'm gonna put that band underneath my wrist an inch. I'm gonna go ahead and make fists. So right now, my fists are facing each other, okay? And what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna pull those elbows wide. The band's gonna hit the top of my chest. Now my fists face you, okay? So pull. Pull, open up, good, for 10, breathe, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I gotta shake that out after 1, shake it out, we're gonna go to singles. I'm just stretching out my neck, shoulders back and down, putting those arms back into place, and I go right to left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick series from the mat. Go ahead and grab, I'm gonna use a band. You have options. I'm probably gonna not use the fabric one because it's pretty heavy, but if it's what you have and you wanna go heavy, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it around my ankles and I'm going into a plank and I'm gonna step out. I guess I'll try the fabric. So you do not have to use a band at all. You'll be fine. You're just gonna work your plank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my band around ankles an inch up above the ankle or so. Good. And then I'm gonna flip over. Okay, so right now you have options. You could go onto your forearms, you could go onto your hands. We're gonna go into a plank, holding here, abs tight. So right now with a plank, my abs want to drop with gravity. I'm not gonna let them draw them up. If you need to be on your knees, go to your knees, that's fine. If you need to be on your forearms, go to your forearms. Now I'm gonna step out a few inches as far as I can until there's tension and come back. Step out, in, and I can't step out too far with the fabric band. It is pretty tough. If you have one of the other bands, you're probably getting out farther. That's great. Go for it. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm coming down. I'm gonna pull my band down. I'm gonna go into bicycle. And now what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna try and use my band in the bicycle. You can see what I'm gonna do and then you have options to try it or not. So I'm gonna put it at mid-shoe and then at laces, okay? So it's like mid-shoe laces. And I'm gonna come down into my bicycle. And again, you don't have to use a band. And I'm gonna go ahead and go opposite shoulder to knee. The other leg kicks out. Do you see that? One leg is kicking out, one leg is coming in. I push the band out through that kick. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Okay, I'm done with the band. What I need from you now is to grab yourself some water, get ready. We're gonna go back to legs. You will want the band if you have it. If not, do the best you can do without the band. Have the band. If you have it, good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it right above my ankles, a few inches, mid-calf probably. Okay, so here I am. I'm gonna put a little extension on that. I'm actually gonna start a little bit more to the side. Okay, so I'm gonna do about 3 steps out, hold, and then I do that tap out. Holding here, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Now you can get lower in your squat. My legs are tired. This is where I'm at. If you want to get lower, get lower. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Tap it out for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. 3, 2, and 1. We tap it. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to hold center of it. Good job. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and go squat down, kick out. Squat down, kick out. Oh, I want to put it at my thighs. That's where I'm getting the movement. So you have options. If you like it better around your calf, especially if you have a band that's rolling up on you and it's not around your calf, try that, okay? You won't be able to get as high as a kick, but that's okay. If you're able to do it and it's more comfortable, that's fine. So we're getting our squats to side kick. We're trying not to swing our torso with the opposite of the kick. We're trying to keep it up with the stability leg. Good job, and hopefully the legs are getting tired. Good breathing, good breathing. Excellent job. Keep it going, keep it going. Almost there. Good. I'm gonna do one more each side, and great. Okay, I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. Back to deadlifts. If you're having a hard time today with deadlifts, feel free to take it just to a lunge and drop the band. You can use the dumbbells in the hand if you do like that though, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna plant my right leg. I'm gonna kick back my left. And I'm gonna go ahead, reach down, coming up for 6, 5. This one does not work at the ankles. So I would just ditch the band altogether if you're enjoying it, the band being around mid-calf instead, okay? Fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding in that pulse. It is option. You do not have to do it. If you can, try it. So I'm going to tip it down, pulse it 3, 2, squeeze that glute, 1, back up, back down, hold that back straight, 3, 2, 1, back up, back down, hold that back straight, strong through the glute, 3, 2, 1. Great job, 3 more. Woo-wee. Good job, 3, 2, 1. 2 more, 2 more. Staying strong, 3, 2, 1. We have 1 more left in us. Go for it. Good breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Okay, I am going to ditch my weight. I'm going to slide my band down. It's mid-calf-ish area. I'm gonna go ahead and open the legs up. Make sure the knees are not knocking. Get down to a squat. The lower your squat, the harder it will be. You can see I'm getting up higher these days, but you can go ahead and keep it low. And we're gonna go ahead and walk it out. 3, 2, 1. Hold with the stability leg kick. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, 1. Walk it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2. I have one more. Just getting back. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to lift it up. If you like it there, you can try this there. I'm going to go ahead and put it above my knee. It's just a few inches above the knee. I'm going to go down into my squat, and this one can either be a normal squat, kick to the side, or a squat jump. Getting ready for it. I'm going to go ahead, land low, kick out. Land low, kick out. Good, that's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, tired, I'm doing it still. 4, 3, almost, do the best you can. 2, and 1. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. And again, if you're overdoing deadlifts, feel free to do a lunge. Okay, so I'm switching legs. I reach down, the other leg kicks out. I try to keep the back straight. You want to come to neutral spine, body weight anchors to the heel. Make sure you're breathing okay. Are you ready? Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now I'm doing the next 6, adding in a pulse. That's an option you can do. Getting ready, let's go. 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Awesome job. We are good with that. Go ahead and grab yourself a sip of water. Remove the band. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up using my dumbbells. I wanna get in some back flies, and then I'm gonna take it to the mat for chest. So go ahead and grab some water. Okay, so from here, I bend the knee, I tip the hip, the back stays straight. Yes, you're looking at me, but then put your spine in alignment after you get the hang of it. This is your back fly. Get ready? Open up big. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. I'm going to go straight, but my knees are bent, my core is still tight. 10, lateral raise. 9, good job. 8, no bend in the wrist. 7, tight through the core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go overhead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I have one more round of this, but we're gonna kind of offset things so your core is more in play and you're not gonna shake your hips, so really tighten up through the core. Coming down, spine straight, back is, okay, so back is straight, abs are tight, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go one arm up. And they're kind of gorilla arms. It's a bent elbow if you can see that, okay? Now put that spine alignment after you get the hang of it. Don't just stare at me the whole time. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. Now you feel as the arm moves away from your body, do you feel your obliques engage? You should, okay? So feel how when we offset the weight, the core has to work harder to control and stabilize. That was the goal. Good job. One more each side. Cool. Now hold your body upright, shoulders back and down, L shape. One in front, one to the side, and I'm gonna hit the hips every time. And we go for 10, 9, and again, don't shake those hips, tighten up in the core. 8, 7, 6. My arms are not perfectly straight as they once were. This is the best I can do, but the goal is to keep the arm straight. Your elbow is soft, your wrist is strong, and you're trying to bring it to the height of the shoulder without moving your core. Good job, good job. I have one more. And great. Okay, shoulders back and down. Awesome job. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put the arms up. This is one that if you're out of breath, you cannot do it because it's hands overhead. So you go alternating bicep curls instead. If you can, arms up, hold. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Good job. So we got cherry pickers here, and then cherry pickers, we're gonna switch the direction a little bit. So ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms in front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now arms are staying in front, but now the back of your arm faces forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Lay out your mat. We have a little series to do with planking, chest, and I gotta put in a little bit more triceps in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in triceps with a crunch one. But you will see it in a second. So we're gonna lay our mat out. Good job. So I need to start you with your chest fly. So I'm gonna go ahead and I do like to get the most out of it. So I am gonna plant my feet into that pyramid. And as I do my fly, my focus is, yes, first and foremost chest, but then you might as well get that low back, glutes, and hamstring. So my knees and feet hip width apart, drive it up, squeeze that glute back down. Now put the mind to muscle, let's focus in on chest, okay? So again, this might be a little bit light for your chest, so I'm gonna have to play with that and make it harder in a second. But we'll start here. If this is hard enough, that's great. You're fine, you don't have to progress it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do 4 more of these, and then I'm moving into doing either a pulse if you want, or if you want to make it harder, you could do the snow angels, do the wings, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hold my hips up, that's an option. My arms are wide, you can either pulse it up down an inch, or you can go snow angel. Up to you, let's go. Good job, make those wide wings. Keep that chest engaged. Feel like gravity wants to push that weight down. You don't let it drop. Continue to breathe. Good job, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm looking at time, what do we got? Okay, flip it over real quick. Flip it over real quick. Awesome. You can be on the forearms, you can be straight hand, it's up to you. And from here, my abs are tight. Maybe my legs are gonna go a little bit wider for this one than usual, so a little bit wider in my hip. And again, you might wanna drop to knees. But the first thing I'm gonna have you do, if you're on your forearms, it's gonna look like a punch out if you can. If you don't like it, tap the foot out and in, okay? If you're on your hands, you have options. You can either lift a hand, you could touch the other hand, or you can go hand extend, okay? Hand extend is the harder one. Get ready, hold your plank, let's go, tight abs. Now the whole point is, I'm throwing my body off balance by doing some arm or leg stuff. I need to draw in my abs, keep it tight all the way through the spine. Keep your abs drawn in, they wanna drop with gravity. Keep it up, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over. Grab your dumbbells. I gotta get in crunches. I gotta get in the triceps. So we're just gonna put them together. You have options. You can either go tricep press, lift, little crunch, back down. See that? It's pretty simple. Tricep extension, lift. Now you could keep it simple. You can start to lift the legs. You can make it even harder. I'm gonna extend my legs to up. I'm not sure how many I will be able to do these, but I wanna show it to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and go tricep, lift up, get as high up on that crunch as you can, and then one more tricep extension, back down. Tricep extension, lift, tricep extension, down. Keep it going, tricep extension, lift, tricep extension, down. Keep it going, the best you can. I think you can get up higher than crunches than I can, so why don't you try that out? You're doing good. Work those triceps, work your crunches, keep it up, and in 5, good job. 4, 3, 2, and one more. 1. Awesome. I'm going to set my weights out of the way. I'm going to start stretching out, long legs, long body. Stretch it out, long. My goals here are to stretch out my abdomen, to stretch out my back, and to stretch out my arms. Work your breathing. Some nice deep breaths. Breathing under control. Cool, go ahead and do a deep breath in, release, hug your knees in. So I'm gonna go ahead, if I were you and I didn't have a giant stomach, I would go ahead and hug those knees in, okay? So hug them in really tight and get that rounding of the low back, okay? So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and have you loosen up your tight grip and you're gonna start drawing circles with the knees. Got it? Switch direction of the circle. going to do arms open wide, knees bent, and the legs are now going side to side. One more time, other side, and that's great. So now it's up to you if you want to keep the legs bent. You can use the hands. I'm gonna use a stretching strap, so I just gotta grab that. If you don't have a stretching strap, you could always use I think the best alternative would be the belt of a robe, because they're nice and soft, okay? You can use a normal belt, you can use a towel, or if you have the flexibility, just use your hands. You don't need a stretching strap. Point the toe down. Lift the toe up. Circle for the ankle joint. Switch direction of the circle. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leg, opposite arm, same side arm down to the ground. I'm going to cross that leg, cross the body. I'm going to try to keep the hip down, and I'm going to point the toe back towards my face. Okay, so getting that stretch along the outside of the leg, back. Good job, and I breathe. And fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I switch that up. My leg is straight. I'm going to point my toe down now. Lift the toe up now. Circle for the ankle joint. Switch direction of the circle. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to go ahead and take opposite arm, grabs that leg, same side arm down to the ground. Leg goes across that body, stretch it out straight, point the toe down, and breathe. And release that. Good. So I'm going to go ahead now and put that ankle on top of the thigh. Maybe for you, this is enough stretch. Maybe you can sit up to it, or you can slide the hand through and hug it in. It's up to you. Get that stretch. Breathe. Opening up the hip. If you have sciatica issues, this is a good stretch. Slow release. Switching legs, I make that number 4. My hands slide through, I hug it in, or you could sit up too and breathe. Awesome. I'm going to roll my body up from here. Extend your legs out. I recommend your legs just being hip-width apart and then folding over, reaching for your ankles, your calves, whatever you can do, folding the body over, getting that stretch through the back and the hamstrings. My stomach's getting in the way at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the legs. Now I'm going to bring it to soles of the feet together. You have options. This is good if you're doing a good enough stretch. If you want to, you could tip at the hips, spine stay straight, and push down with the elbow and breathe. You want to make this one harder? You can. You don't have to. You can extend those legs wide, walk the hands out, put a bend in the elbow, reaching down as far as you can, and breathe. From here, I'm going to have you go onto stomach side down. So with the stomach side down, you can lift up through the forearms or the palms. If your back and abs are okay, I recommend doing straight arm. I can't do it anymore, so this is me mimicking it. So, but onto your stomach and hipping down, and then lifting up to cobra. I'm going to do it for my forearm just a bit. Stretching out your abdomen, stretching out your back. Maybe you kind of get the neck going in this stretch. Fantastic. Now I'm going to go ahead and push back into child's pose. With child's pose, the cue is relax, melt down. Let me give me 3 deep breaths and relax. Great. I'm going to come up onto all four core. I take a step forward with one leg. The back hip flexor drives forward. With that back hip flexor forward, I feel that stretch through the quad, through the hip flexor. You can modify to make it harder. It's not going to make it easier though. So if this is good, stay here. Lift a leg, but again, do not push ahead if it's good enough. And release. Switch the legs up, all four core. Step a leg forward. Drive that hip flexor forward. And release. Okay, so slowly make your way to standing. Make sure you're not going to trip on anything. Coming up nice and slow, I'm going to go shoulder rolls back and down. Make sure I'm breathing. One hand goes up. The other hand is going to reach for the ankle. Breathe. Slowly up. Take a breath. Hand up. Reach for the ankle. Slowly up. Take a breath. Arm crosses. Switch it up. Elbow up. Switch it up. Arms down, shoulders roll back and down. Okay, so I'm going to go into a chest stretch. Make sure you breathe, okay? So fingertips behind my ears. Open up. I'm in spinal extension. My elbows go back. Breathe. Arms open. Thumbs go back. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Keep them going. Okay. Rounding in. Hug it in. Fall forward. Drop. Slowly stack the vertebrae one on top of each other all the way to the top. Shoulders are going to roll back and down when we get to the top. Okay, my shoulders are backing down, my chin goes down. I'm going to roll my chin from side to side. Great. I come up to neutral. And I want to look over the shoulder, slack jaw. Over the shoulder, slack jaw. Back forward and up. And good. Back to neutral. Awesome job. Have a good rest of the day. And we are off for 4th of July, so there's no class on Friday. I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Have a good one.
Did they extend this class through the